Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper connect you for another video of Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully look out for yourselves. We're back on my account today. We're going to go over a couple of things, some juicy stuff. But today we're going to start off with the new promo code for the Halloween, which is going to be, let me just get it from Discord. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be Spooky 17. Which is going to be our promo code for the month, I guess. We've got a 5-star chicken, free gear removal, which is pretty juicy, 100 energy, which is pretty meh, but it is what it is. Free gear removal might be quite good for a couple of things I want to try overall. So that's pretty nice on Plarium. Appreciate that. And there is a promo code. It's in my Discord as well. And that anyway, I want to go ahead and share with you this information. We have received the information to do with the Halloween fusion, and then I'm going to give you my personal thoughts on this and bits and bobs like that. And I'll give you some tricks and tips to do some preparation for the fusion as well. So we can go into a couple of things. So on the Thursday the 31st, we're launching a fusion, a brand new fusion here. So we've still got a week to do other stuff. It's a Sacred Order Legendary Attack type Force type, which is pretty good overall. And then it's going to go here. I can't pronounce this person's name, so I'm going to try my best, but it's going to say Coretta, main area of experimental, is P versus P content. She excels as a damage dealer with turn meter manipulation across all of her skills, with the ability to transform into a powerful AoE attacker in blender teams when she is paired with Witch Hunter, which we also got his kit as well. So we'll go over a couple of abilities here. The A1 is a single hitter with a chance of placing a decreased defense, which is going to be AoE when teamed with Witch Hunter, delivering an extra hit with enemies under buff. That's pretty powerful A1. If this is going to be AoE with the Witch Hunter, that's pretty nice. The A2 is a devastating 4-hitter nuke with increasing the ignore defense on every hit. Will be interesting to kind of see that. This will be reset if that will reset when it cools down and boosts her turn meter when she kills an enemy. I wonder how much turn meter she'll get, but that could be quite juicy. The AoE is a AoE with a turn meter reduction, which becomes unresistible and more potent when paired with Witch Hunter, additional boosting her own turn meter for each remaining enemy after the attack. A passion that can counters extra turn champions and mythicals with changing their forms mechanics. Whenever a champion gets a extra turn, Greta will boost her turn meter and a partner's turn meter, and also siblings passive has a minor effect. If thingy dies, she will automatically trigger a 3, vice versa as well. Attaching the documentation with the skills, etc. overall. So pretty interesting kit overall. We're going to go over the kit as well, which we can do here. So we can see a bit more into a hit. So defense down is going to be a 60%, so it's a 50% chance for defense down for 2 turns. This can go to a 75% chance. That's pretty strong in additional. And if Witch Hunter is on the same turn, attacks all enemies instead, has a 75% chance of placing a defense down on all enemies for 2 turns. Also placing an extra hit on enemies under any debuff. So basically it's a double hitter if Witch Hunter is on the same team, which is going to pretty nuts if I'm honest. That's going to be pretty good. I don't think this will be a problem at the top end of Live Arena, but I can imagine this could be a good ability, depending as it can kill people. That's the main job of nukers, right? And then attacks one enemy 4 times. Each hit will ignore 10% of the target defense. The second hit will ignore 15% of the target defense, 20 and then the fourth will be a 25. And you can have House Smasher as well as at the same time as doing that. And then if the champion kills an enemy, resets all of this cooldowns, it fills the turn meter. This is going to be massive for like champions when you're going up against like Rhodos, etc. Like this is huge. There is a similar ability to this in the Sacred Order champion, and it is him, right? With this one here, attacks one enemy 3 times. He does have a bit more to his kit, and it's only a 3-hitter, but he will ignore block damage, shields, and increase defense. But this ability hits really, really hard. Bear in mind, it can't reset itself or anything like that. So I guess it's just like a upgraded version with a 4-hitter as well. Then attacks all enemies, decreases the target 10 meter by 25. This will probably need accuracy, most likely. And if Witch Hunter is on the same team, decreases the 10 meter of all allies by 50%. This cannot be resisted. This champion then fills this champion's 10 meter by 20 for each enemy that's alive. I guess so arena, you kill one, maybe, and then what, you get like 60% turn meter, I guess. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. And then we have a passive as well. Fills the target's turn meter by 50% whenever an enemy is granted a extra turn. Interesting. I don't know if this will be useful because it's not like an instant turn. If this was an instant turn, it could be quite good, right? If Witch Hunter is on the same team, also fills the turn meter by 50 whenever enemy is granted an extra turn. The Rhodos is going to be screwed. If Witch Hunter is on the same team and is killed by an enemy, instantly activates Sacred Ritual skill. And then we have attack aura of all battles by 30, which is an AoE. It does trigger AoE. That's pretty nice overall. Turn meter drop and everything as well could be pretty powerful. So I think overall a very, very strong kit. Overall, honestly, this is going to depend on how hard that she hits. This is her portrait. I guess that is a sneak peek, and that is what the avatar looks like. So her counterpart, or I guess, is the way to go. Or attack when one enemy has a 50% chance of placing a weaken for 2 turns. If Greta is on the same team, attacks all enemies instead, has a 50% chance of placing a extra hit on all enemies under the same debuff. I'm wondering if we can use, potentially, because this is a 75% chance as well, you can do a sniper for 80. I'm thinking actually like these two could be quite good for Hydra, because you can have AoE defense down and weaken from both of them, and they can be your nukers as well, depending on how much they're hitting. Like they were both ignoring defense here. They could be quite good. If you bring ally attack in as well, that would be quite consistent. Obviously, you'll have the weak hits, etc. as well, which, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that could be cool. And then we have Sacrifice and Knives. So attacks one enemy 2 times, will ignore shield and then killable debuff. Grants extra turn if this attack kills the enemy. Interesting, it's on a 3-turn cooldown. So I guess you have the one go first and then him go second. Cases like in killable debuff there. And then it has AoE here, attacks all enemies, will ignore 50% of the target defense, also increasing the cooldown of one random skill on all enemies by 2 turns. I mean, that's kind of interesting, right? And if Greta is on the same team, we ignore 30% of the target defense and also increases the cooldown of all skills by 2 turns. This cooldown increases effect cannot be resisted. So it's a 2-turn lockout like Alika and Longbeard, right? It's not a full lockout, but it's definitely going to be quite aggressive. That could be interesting. I reckon there'll be a guaranteed or like a path event or something for this guy, I can imagine. He's a magic as well, which is a good affinity. I'm just thinking, like, would they be good together in live arena? I'm not too sure. Maybe classic arena, like 3 vs 3 arena would be quite good. Siege might be quite tricky. Could be an interesting one. Reflects all fear and true fear back to this champion, from this champion if to the attacker. If Greta's on the same team, reflect all fear and true fear debuff back to. So does this give him like a counter to Torment in Hydra? This could be interesting. Duo try to. And then is on the same team and is killed by its enemy until it activates the 8-3, which is the lockout ability. Which is on a 3-turn cooldown, by the way. Interesting. They have to hit extremely hard. They're not ignoring anything like Stone Skin or anything like that, really. So, or shields, or well, he's ignoring some shields, I guess. He's ignoring a lot of defense. I'm kind of thinking more Hydra kind of kits overall. I don't know. You let me guys know down in the comments what you guys think about these two champions. If you're looking juicy or not, I will probably do this fusion because gold is gold, and I'm already prepared to do it. So, what are the things that you can do to prepare for this fusion? Well, first of all, if you're doing Curse City, obviously any reverence will help towards one of the two summon events. Most of the time, it's 2, sometimes 3. If you've got any fragments as well with champions, this can generally help you as well. So, for example, Freya still 500 points. If I'm lucky enough to pull a mythical here, it's going to be 1,000 points for the Summer Rush, and then just leaves me to open a couple of Sacreds or whatever the event is for the next one. And even if I get a Void Epic or Epics, it's 350 points to 250 points as well. So it's very good to kind of hold this for these type of things. And then obviously you can do stuff like Broadmoor, for example. Broadmoor is worth 350 points because he's a Void Epic. For example, I don't have a Rock Grease, but you could go into campaign and start preparing them if you're low on shards. That will help you with one of the summon events. Again, Lady M, Razin as well can generally help, and then green shards as well. Obviously, start stacking up these sacreds as well if you can. What else could you do? I guess you could start preparation a couple of foods. So you can start stacking food, for example. So you can see here, I've got a couple of 5-star chickens ready to go. I've got a couple of 4 stars. I can use these into these and just help the champion trainers be a bit more efficient. There is a champion training going on right now, I guess, as well. Like gear cleansing account as well could be quite good, especially these accessories. Get rid of all the dead weight, get them silver up, and start getting some silver. There is a couple of ways you can get silver. Obviously, you can come into your forge, you can summon all your level 3 or 4-star gear, and then just get rid of it overall. It doesn't matter if you mid game, early game, you can get pretty much all that as well. Potion keeps, we don't know if it's a classic fusion or not yet, so we'll depend in to do that. Another good thing as well to kind of start stacking up as well. If you get the energy from the shop, we've got like 5 days. You can get 2 or 3 energy pots ready. Another thing you could do is have your 3 versus 3 energy on cooldown, so not on cooldown. So this is ready to go when you need it. Which could be the big difference of that. There's some extra rewards like you can get from here, Curse City, as well. Like it's worth noting with Curse City, you could actually like leave a couple of stages with energy when you need extra energy, right? So you can see I've got some extra energy there. You can see I've got some extra energy there and some extra energy there. And one thing that can really help with champion training as well, especially the tournaments, not the tournaments, not the events, but legendary tomes, epic tomes, and rare tomes, or even copies of like rares, booking in Cheater can also help you with these as well. So there's a lot of points there to kind of take in that consideration as well. Is there anything else really? I suppose you can save the promo code as well. For that as well, and that's pretty much the dedication. You got a few days to stock up on that, and I guess you can take the energy last minute on Tuesday and start stock up on that if you wanted. That's one way as well you could also do. And there's probably plenty of other things as well I didn't even touch on. Stack up the green shards, get some and common champions to start getting ready for champion training as well. And I guess that is about it from me today. I will be dropping another video later on, so please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.